We are live. Hello, hello. Let me know if you guys can hear me just to make sure everything's working and we'll get started right away. I will also join a commentators chat. I should really do that just so you guys can listen to me while while you're playing without having to, have the stream running in the background, right? Because that can take some bandwidth and whatnot. Perfect. Nice to hear. Good to see you here, Favkus, by the way. Okay, I'm in commentators chat now. Feel free to join when it's your turn. Or you can just hang out, I don't care. But all the action, of course, will be on the stream, so be sure to keep an eye on that if you want to actually watch the fights. Alright, so the first fight here is going to be Roderick against me, actually. Reshuffle the brackets, and typical, I get the first fight, but that's always fun, so... And it's not rigged, nobody can claim that. Anyway. Here you go, Roderick. Giving you the link now. I'm gonna deal with the names and stuff. And Roderick gets the left side. Hey, General Kenobi. I don't know what that means, Artem, but hello. Cannot read. I think that's Russian or Ukrainian or something. I can't read that. Yeah, it is going to be really interesting, especially because the characters are completely random for everybody. I might as well spin the wheel while we wait for Roderick to show up. I know Roderick's around, so... I was able to ping him too, so he definitely has the role. So anyway, here's the spinner, right? I just click this, and then it'll spin and decide the characters for us. So Roderick's on the left, so the first spin is his. Okay, he barely got Calc there. He almost got Samuel. So Roderick, you have Kalkstein, just so you're aware. Then I'll spin mine now. Ooh, I got... Looks like Marie, barely, yes, okay. And then the results are all here. I just spun it once, so Barabash is at the beginning there. Roderick has shown up, perfect. Alright, let's get started. Oh yeah, Samuel would have been cool right off the bat there, but he's got to deal with Kalkstein. I don't think I've seen him play him before, so... I think some of the fundamentals still apply, though. Like, he's a very Saber character. Rigged. Alright. Yeah, Roderick very much likes using Sabers, but... Calc is just kind of slow, but he can still cut and thrust, so I think... He's going to have to adapt, for sure, but... I don't think he'll make it easy. He's a good player, so... Roderick, you have the left side. I'll back out. You might be having an issue. Very last minute tourney, too, so I'm surprised so many people showed up, but I'm really happy. Okay, hopefully Roderick's not having issues. Hang on. Oh, okay. That's why. I did not give you keyboard. For some reason, I thought you had controller. There you go. Should be good now. Oh, you selected for both of us somehow. Hang on. That's okay. You probably pressed it twice is what happened. Go ahead again. There we go. Okay. So I am Marie, and you are Kalkstein. And we're spinning for each round, so keep that in mind. You're not stuck with this character for the entirety of this match. Oh yeah, exactly. We're all itching for one, so that's why I decided to do this. And it's a bit fun, right? Just like the team tourney, so hopefully it'll scratch that itch a little bit. And I'm going to be quiet for this fight. Okay, good fight to start out. I feel like Marie has the advantage in this matchup, so I think that's really came down to. And I'm very familiar with Marie, even though I don't play her all that much. So good try nonetheless. We're gonna spin again. I'm on the left, so I guess we'll do me first. Okay, Yazik. That's funny that I have Barbash right next to Yazik, so somebody could get really close to Yazik and get Bara instead. I mean, they're pretty similar, but still, yeah, Bara is definitely the weaker of the two, generally speaking. Okay, what's Roderick gonna get? Roderick will get Isabella. Of course, Roderick doesn't really play Isabella much either, but that is a strong character, so that is still good for him, I think. Alright, let's change up the names here. Roderick Isabella, and I'm getting Yazik. Really interested to see how this goes because we're both using characters we don't really use at this point. So, yes, it's best of 3 Favkas. Anyway, I'm gonna stay quiet now. All right, good try, Roderick. I think luck was very much against him for both of those, just in the sense that he was using characters he's not as used to. Gideon's his strongest, as I understand it, so nevertheless, good game. Yeah, Calc's not your jam. He's not mine either. I'd be upset if I had him as well. Good game. Okay, that means I remove on. I'm gonna fight Favkas next. That'll be amazing. Always a good fight when I fight Favkas, so... And you won't necessarily have to deal with my Alexander, so that's good for you as well. Anyway. It's gonna be the Captain Piper and Drummer against Maestro Cake now. I'm gonna deal with the names real quick so I just don't forget. Captain Piper will get the left side. Yeah, I'll do that actually. And then Maestro Cake. Give me one moment, I'll get you guys the link. Favkas might not be too happy of fighting me for his first fight. That's just how it goes. I'm seeing Sir Velociraptor there. That might be Maestro Cake, actually. Alright, let's get the character selection out of the way. So, since Captain Piper is on the left, we're gonna spin for him first. Yeah, definitely unlucky there. Oh yes, of course. I will let you substitute for someone if somebody's out. I did say the same thing for Deliverance, but we'll see how that goes. Captain Piper gets Marta. I doubt he's happy with that. I don't think I've ever seen him use a rapier, let alone the new rapier character, so that's very unfortunate for him, I think. Okay, let's see what Maestro Cake gets. Does he get Marta as well? He gets Marta as well by the look of it. We're going to see a Marta on Marta. Yeah, I hear you. Okay, yeah. You're Velociraptor. Got you. Okay, so you're both Marta. You can't pick anyone else. Okay. Maestro Cake is a bit familiar with Marta, but he hasn't really played her much lately, so. They can both be quite janky, so this could be a really crazy fight, actually. Hopefully, I think Piper was having issues earlier, so I hope he's able to select. That looks like he just selected there. Maestro, you're on the right. And you both got to pick Marta. Oh, somebody, I think, selected by mistake or backed off. It's all good. All right. Perfect. They both... What? All right, somebody pressed back by mistake again. It's all good. It happens to the best of us. What? Who's... Okay. Make sure you press the A button. Or whatever your select button is on whatever controller you're using. What? Why is it doing that? Hang on. I got pinged. Alright, that is weird. Let me reset the gamepads altogether. Shouldn't hurt. Okay, gamepads are reset. Pretty sure you pressed A. Huh. Okay, I don't know. I mean, everything else seems to be working. That's the weird part. What? Oh, dear. uh... Yeah, I'll try doing that. That might work. I'll try selecting for you. Alright, go again. I guess I'll press 1 or something, because I know keyboard doesn't interrupt it. Or G, I guess, since you're on the left. Yeah, there you go. Okay, hopefully you can move. That is a bit concerning, though, if A is being interpreted as B for you, but we'll see how that goes. You able to move? Okay, he's able to move. Perfect. Okay. Okay, grapple attempts there by Piper. Unfortunately, he gets punished for that. Meister Cake with an inquartada attempt, and then there's some stabs right in the back, actually, in the shoulder. So Maestro getting the first point. I hope Piper's not having issues. He's not moving very much. He's doing grapples. I hope that's not because of incorrect inputs. They both end up doubling there. I'm definitely not touching anything, so... Oh, very good retreat there by Piper. Stab and retreat. Going for another grab. Push. Then a stab to the belly. A cut. It does not kill, though. And Meister is actually able to break off from that onslaught of attacks. This is what I mean about Marta v Marta being absolutely insane. That cut there ends it, though. So far, evenly matched, which makes sense. They both... His controls are backwards. Okay. Good luck. I know for a fact the controls are the defaults, so I don't know. He's not using a keyboard. That's the thing. That's why it's so weird. Oh my goodness, this trade though. They're both badly bloodied. I think Maestro might be a bit worse off. It's hard to say. But he manages to get a cut and then a thrust. Absolutely brutal rapier fights here. Shattering the myth that rapier fights are any more elegant, really, than other kinds of sword fight. They're all brutal in their own way. Wow, nice kick by Piper, but Maestro is getting a positional advantage and landing cut after cut. Finally gets the kill there. It can be a bit difficult to kill by cutting with the rapier, but Maestro is very comfortable in the pocket, so I think that's why he was doing that, and it worked. Piper's able to stab. Maestro stabbing back, though. Crazy exchange once again. Both fighters badly bloodied. Maestro nearly getting a kill by the look of it with that stab. Another stab. Maestro hitting the arm there. Piper is very badly injured. Piper gets a cut, though. Oh my goodness. Now they're both throwing cuts. Maestro trying to get the finishing blow with that stab. And he gets it. Marta clubbing is fun. Indeed. Oh, nice. Maestro calls that the caca move. Because she looks like a bird when she stabs like that. Good kill by Piper. Maestro only needs one more, but Piper is putting up a fight. There's no question about that. Nice stab to the arm after that push. It's almost like they're not even trying to defend themselves, but I guarantee you they are. It's just, you know, this fight can get really janky. Maestro getting a stab to the arm finishes the fight. Maybe they'll have better luck in this next round, though. Very bizarre that your controls are reversed, but considering that, Piper is doing very well, I gotta say. That would just mess with my head, especially on controller. Anyway, let's see what Maestro gets. Maestro gets... He gets Isabella just barely, so he's very happy with that, I'm sure. Definitely his primary main. See what Piper gets. Piper gets Barabash. Oh, man. I mean, he's very familiar with sabers, so there is that. But Barra is much weaker than Isabella, I would say. So, a lot of misfortune going for Piper here, but we'll see. Oh, so he thinks the controller is set up wrong? Okay, he'll just deal with it anyway. Maestro has a migraine, though, so he says it might very well be even despite the disadvantage Piper's grappling with, so that's good. I know migraines are really brutal, especially if you're looking at a screen and stuff, so. I have a headache myself, so a lot of us just do not seem to be feeling our best today. You know, Venator's sick, so he couldn't show up. In fact, he was supposed to host the tourney today, but unfortunately he couldn't, so. Anyway, hopefully Piper's got a feel for his controllers. I think he does. He throws a big cut, but unfortunately that just left him wide open. He does get a slight hit. Maestro going with that classic feint that he likes, and then Piper's able to hit him twice with that cut. So I think Piper's in good shape now. He understands the controls well enough. Good stab by Piper. I gotta give him credit for not only adapting to a new character. He's probably familiar with the moves. Everybody's familiar with Yazek and Barra, but definitely doesn't use this character very much. Good double there. Very glad Piper's on my team, man. He's a really good player. Good exchange there. Grapple attempt, but it does not work. Both use long guard there and then go for a cut right after. Unfortunately, Isabella tends to hit harder, so very dangerous to have a trade with Isabella for a Piper. Nicely done by Maestro. Well placed upward cut. Oh, Maestro with a big cut from high guard. He wanted that quick kill by the look of it, and he didn't quite get it. Maestro, ooh, nice feint into cut by Maestro. However, Piper saw through that and just grabbed him. Yeah, it's a spin for each round, so we change it up each round. Ooh, another double there. Good stab by Piper, but unfortunately he gets cut on the way in. Oh goodness, Piper with a parry riposte. They both trade. I'm surprised Barra's actually having the better end of this right now. Piper's trying to push his advantage. That is very dangerous. He whiffs on that cut. With that tired swing, though, Piper gets it. Good on Piper for not giving up, even after all of that. Ooh, nice feint there. I think it's called hula hey or something. Unfortunately, Maestro, I think, saw right through that move, so he just backed away and waited. Both just need one flag now. This is very close. Oh, man. Maestro just broke right through his defense, and then Maestro takes it. Good effort by Piper. Seriously, reverse controls and what people often consider to be the worst character in the game. I mean, he did really well. Yeah, he's going to go fix his controller. That's good. Very good effort. Okay, Maestro Cake moves on. What, did it not enter? Hang on. There we go, okay. Carlos against Eve now. Carlos will get the left side. Both seasoned and versatile players in their own right, though I think Carlos favors straight blades more than he does sabers, so... I have no doubt he'll adapt well, though, if he ends up with a saber. Okay, there's the link, gentlemen. And I'll do Carlos first. Oh, Carlos is gonna get Denise. Wonder how he feels about that one. Definitely a strong character, but how familiar is he with Alexander's footwork and whatnot? Okay, let's do Eve now. Watch Eve get Denise well, I'm gonna call it. Okay, he's not. But he does get Yazik. He almost got Gideon. I'm sure he was really hoping for Gideon, but... No, he gets Yazik. So, Denise against Yazik, a really good matchup. But neither of these people are familiar with these characters, so... I'm really, really curious to see how this fight goes. Alright, go ahead when you're ready. Carlos is on the left with Denise, Eve on the right with Yazik. I think they're just looking to see what they got. There you go. There's really no character advantage. I think they're both pretty solid, so it's going to be really cool to see them both adapt. Both Carlos and Eve know how to play passively, but they also know when to push the offensive. They're very calm fighters, I think, so... Similar fighting styles going in, especially with the unfamiliar weapons. Carlos is going for those head bobs, which I like to see, but Eve gets a quick stab, giving him the first win. Definitely a good way to deal with Alexander is to get those stabs under his guard. That is the dangerous thing when fighting Alexander, that guard. Carlos tried that thrust and immediately transitioned into the cut, but Eve was able to punish that right away. Well, stab attempts by both, but both of them miss. Eve just charging right in there. Or sorry, Carlos charging in there, but Eve manages to sidestep. So Eve has 3 points. Carlos is really struggling. Apologize for that notification there. We can keep going. Carlos throwing a lot of swings, a bit out of measure. He might be dealing with some delay. Or just getting a feel for the range of Alexander. There, he gets a really nice cut. 1 sec, guys. I'm just dealing with the notification. Go ahead. I think Carlos is getting his rhythm now. They both go for upward cuts. Oh, they trade there, but Alexander coming out on top there. Carlos is doing well. Eve gets a quick stab in. That's a very dangerous attack when you're playing as Alexander. It doesn't always kill, though. I was actually surprised Eve got the kill right off the bat that one time he did it. Eve tries it again. It's a slight hit, so it does not kill, but it does wound. So Carlos has to watch his stamina and be very careful. He gets, oh my goodness, he gets cut in the face, but he's still alive. And then they double. Carlos is probably happy with that because fighting when you're damaged like that is very dangerous. So good to reset after taking that much damage. Yeah, Carlos is trying to outposition Eve there. However, Eve is able to back away before Carlos can get the sidestep. Those head bobs are pretty hard to land. Even as an Alexander main myself, I tend to struggle sometimes. And then Eve shoots in and gets a nice grapple to finish it off. Nicely done. Oh, whoops. Alright. Gonna switch the fighters up now. Okay. So what's Eve gonna get now? Okay, Eve gets Isabella, just barely. I thought he was going to get Calc for a moment there. However, he got Isabella. Eve is very familiar with Isabella. Hasn't played her much lately, but he definitely knows how to use her, so... Oh, there's Carlos. Okay, Carlos is actually getting Samuel. I think he's happy with that. I think he was wanting to use him, so... I think both fighters got pretty good picks. Maybe not the best picks for them, but good picks nonetheless. Eve, Isabella, Carlos, Samuel. You might have to press twice, both of you, just to allow Eve to... To allow Carlos, sorry, to pick Samuel. There you go. It's a bit glitchy sometimes, but thankfully pretty easy to work around. He just needs to win this one, and he wins the whole thing. Really nice to see Samuel against Isabella. It's a really cool matchup, I think. Ooh, Carlos getting really close there. He backs away, though. I don't think he liked that. Eve was not able to capitalize. Carlos backing away, getting a quick cut. Eve was actually hurt pretty bad by that. Was tired for a little bit. Carlos with an upward cut. Backs away, though, when he sees Eve's about to counter. And that he's a bit out of range. Carlos going for a stab. Eve counter stab, but Carlos is able to get it cut. And Carlos going for a little bit of side steps there. High guard, trying to get that quick cut in there. Now going to low guard. A little bit dangerous. Eve went for a snap cut to punish that, I think, but it didn't quite work. Carlos tried to sidestep. There was an initial parry there that was well done, but he wasn't able to recover in time. So Eve with a good win there. Eve going for a stab. Then he backs away and cuts when the stab doesn't work. That was well done by him. Carlos is definitely looking for a snipe there. However, Eve closes in, but he still gets cut in the face. Very intense fight. Nice kill there by Eve. Cut to the arm. Carlos with some sidestep action there. I see what he's going for, but know if it'll work on Isabella. They trade a little bit there. Oh, goodness. Carlos was tired for a moment, but he managed to recover just in time to get that big cut to the head. 2-2. They're really evenly matched, as I kind of suspected. Ooh, Carlos actually going for aggression there and manages to get the grapple, getting a little bit of revenge from last match. Last round, I should say. Sure, Carlos is really happy with that. And they both... Wow, okay. Eve's slight stab actually was more lethal than that cut. So Eve won that one. Stab to the leg there. Stabbed by Carlos, another... And a cut right after, but unfortunately neither of those connect, and Eve is able to swiftly counter. And Eve just needs one more to win the whole thing here. To win this whole match. But Carlos can easily close the gap. It's by no means a foregone conclusion. Oh, Carlos with high guard. Unfortunately, he's probably too close for that. However, he breaks high guard and does a neutral guard cut, which works out in his favor. They both just need one now. Very intense round. Ooh, Eve going for that high guard. He almost punished Carlos's attempt at a low cut. Carlos managing to overcome Eve's guard there with a quick snap cut. However, Eve gets a cut to the head afterwards. Very good attempt by Carlos, but unfortunately Eve wins. GG. Now we have G-Man against Morozov. Morozov's from Japan. But he always consistently does well on my host, so... Definitely got some good internet over there. I'm going to send you both the link now. Yeah, that was a very good fight. Okay, G-Man and Morozov. Okay, G-Man is connecting right away. Good to see. Carlos looks like an Olympic fencer that came to HEMA. Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, exactly. Like, Samuel is definitely an amazing character, but you really gotta nail the distancing. If you get anything slightly wrong, that could be big trouble for you. More so than the other characters. I mean, distancing is important for everybody, but Samuel especially. Yeah, fair enough, Technomancer. Eve is just a really passive player, so that's just how it is. Okay, so G-Man is getting Gideon. I think he's played Gideon before, so he definitely knows what he's doing, I think. But probably not the character he wanted. He doesn't play Gideon as much, nearly as much as Isabella and Alexander. And we have a Yazik for Morozov. Let me just deal with the names. So Gideon and Yazik, that'll be a good fight. I'd say Gideon has the advantage there, the Guardian. But in the hands of G-Man, who knows, right? But I do know Morozov's very familiar with Yazik, so he's definitely happy with that outcome. Hang on. Alright, you're both in. And I believe you both have gamepads. Let's try that again. Okay, there you go. G-Man's in. Morozov. There you go. Yeah, obviously they're probably taking a second to look at what characters they've got, right? So Morozov, you have Yazik. Just so you know. Yeah, there you go. Yazik. Someone help him out if he doesn't... I don't think he speaks English, so like he can communicate through text, I think, but if he's not sure, let him know. Yeah, he's perfectly fine communicating through text, though, so... Yeah, you're on the right character, just select... Are you having trouble? Yeah, he's having trouble understanding. That's all good. Totally understandable. I should have thought of that beforehand. Go ahead. You're on the right character now, so... Vovkis is falling asleep. Yeah. Yeah, what time is it in Russia right now? Well, your location in Russia, that is. Russia is huge. Ooh, 9 p.m., yeah. 9:41 p.m., yeah. So a bit late for sure, if you're in Moscow, that is. Or around that area. Anyway, G-Man with Gideon there to start off. They end up trading their really nasty cut to the face, but G-Man comes out on top. Gideon's got some durability for sure. Morozov with a sidestep into a lunge, but unfortunately G-Man's cut here is more powerful. That HP is really helping him out, and the fact that Gideon can match Yazik in speed really easily, and I think has a better thrust as well, makes Gideon a better character, generally speaking. But Morozov with a really good sidestep, parrying that thrust. I'm sure Morozov's very aware of what Gideon's capable of, so... That's definitely going to help him out here. G-Man did that feint cut. I'm not sure if he meant to or not. It left him a bit exposed, and Morozov immediately seized the opportunity. The one problem Gideon has is that elbow tends to be pretty exposed. He tanks another hit, and that wins him the trade there. It means Morozov really has to fence cleanly if he wants to be absolutely sure that he wins. They're both trying to match each other's footwork. G-Man just delivering cut after cut, Morozov parrying them. Morozov's trying to get a positional advantage, however he does not reply with any cuts of his own, so it allows G-Man to close in and grapple. G-Man only needing one more. See, I don't think Morozov's lagging. He's trying to sidestep and get a really good position. Are you able to attack Morozov? Hold on, can you guys back off for a second? Morozov tries swinging or something. If you... Yeah, okay, something's wrong, I think. Are his controls stuck? Yeah. You can't control. Yeah, okay. I'll let you have another flag if you want, because that looked really wrong if you couldn't do anything. I'm gonna reset the gamepads. So G-Man will have to win 2, I think, is how we will do it. I reset the gamepad, so you'll both have to click in again. Here's what we'll do, because Morozov can't move. I'll let him try and rejoin. I think fair is fair. G-Man has to kill him twice to win, just because of that. Thank you, G-Man, for backing off, by the way. Good to see respect shown to your opponent and whatnot. Hopefully Morozov can move now. It sounds like something on his end, but I'm not sure. Alright, who's doing that? I love how G-Man is looking at the moves by the look of it. Well, no rule says you can't do that, so go ahead. I just gotta help deal with this here. Yeah, I don't know. I tried resetting the gamepads and it's still... I guess I could try backing out of the game entirely and then we can go from there. Oh wait, I heard someone connecting. Try moving now. Can you move? Yes, you can. Looks like he's okay now. Maybe. Here, I'll tell him to try cutting. Just because. Oh, he says okay. Alright, I think he's good. Alright. Yeah, Morozov can cut. Perfect, okay. Oh, there, stabbed by G-Man. G-Man finishing it off there. You do have to... Let's just hit rematch. Hit Y for rematch. There you go. You get one more. I'll just let him know. I'll let him know what's happening. Just so he understands. And we'll keep in mind that Morozov has 2 flags. So Morozov can win this. Morozov needs 3 wins. G-Man needs 1. Good stab by Morozov there. Another stab attempt by Morozov, trying to pick his opponent apart. Really well done. Gets a flag there. Really rooting for Morozov here after those issues. But G-Man has been doing a good job himself. Oh man, took that hand right off. Unfortunately for Morozov, wow, that hand just flew all the way to the end of the map over there. Very powerful cut. Good effort by both fighters. G-Man takes the first round. Okay, you guys are going to switch sides now. And I'll let him know right away what his character is. Morozov gets Zera. Okay. Good to see a father Zera. I wonder how Morozov's going to do with him. I'm not really familiar with how much experience he has with all these other characters. G-Man is getting Gideon again. I'm sure he's happy with that. Given that he's had some good fortune with him so far. Lucky. Yeah, definitely, for sure. Yeah, there you go. G-Man definitely has his rhythm with Gideon now, so he's probably really happy with that. Morozov's having to really change his rhythm with this character, so that might not be good. He's going for that holy stance right off the bat, though, and just cuts a deep wound into a Gideon there, finishing him off with a slight cut. And Morozov with the first point. Long guard there by G-Man, backing away when he sees that thrust. G-Man gets in the pocket. Morozov getting tired. That was very unfortunate. You don't want to be tired against Gideon in the pocket. That just means death. Because Gideon is so fast and he hits so hard. Especially if Zera, you do not want to be in that situation. Another holy stance attempt. Morozov backing off, though, with all those slight cuts. Zera is very good at backing away and cutting like that. So, good job to Morozov for using that to his advantage. Long guard by G-Man. G-Man breaks and does neutral guard. Morozov manages to outposition him with that combo. Very good Zera gameplay by Morozov. There's the holy stance again. G-Man wisely backs away. However, Morozov kind of invited him in with that, I think. He was trying to set up those really quick cuts again. And so Morozov's actually dominating this round. Really good to see. We might see a third round. Nicely done with that thrust by Morozov. Taking advantage of the gaps in Gideon's defense. So we're going to roll the dice to see who gets what side. Essentially how this will work is G-Man wants an even number, Morozov wants an odd number. I'll let Morozov know what's happening. Okay, even number, that means G-Man gets to pick the side. Okay, G-Man wants the left. Okay, he hates Gideon, wow. He's hoping he doesn't get it again. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Alright, I'm going to spin for the characters now. But first I'm going to... Hang on, I'm going to switch up the names here. G-Man wants the left side, which makes sense. Okay, here we go. Marta. Hey, G-Man, you're getting Marta. I don't know if you're... I don't think you're happy with that one either, but... It's like the spinner said, okay, you're gonna get an even worse character. Okay, Morozov barely gets Marie there. Okay, so Rapier v. Rapier, that's good. He's not happy. I don't blame him. I wouldn't be too happy with Marta myself. So Marta versus Marie, though, I do find Marta in the regular mode sometimes has the advantage, so there is that. But funnily enough, in the HEMA mode, Marie seems to dominate. But I think at this point, it's really just going to depend on the players. So. Sorry about that. Yeah, so G-Man very unhappy with this predicament here. Some stabs out of measure, but he follows it up there. That was well done. She's pretty good at chaining stabs together sometimes. So G-Man gets her first point right out of the gate here. Yeah, doing that same move again. Unfortunately, Morozov's able to counter it. That is a good move to use against rapiers, though, so I see why he did it. I think G-Man's trying to get a sense of his distance here. They both have a nice exchange there. Morozov's trying to sidestep. Stab to the leg by Morozov. G-Man's able to hit him back, but Morozov hits him in turn. Which gives Morozov the win there. Yeah, G-Man's using that Same reliable move there. Backing away when he sees Morozov stabbing and he doesn't like what's going on. Good on him for... Oh, he closes the distance. Follows that stab up with a cut. 2-2. Favkas wants Morozov to win because Marie is French. Which is fair enough. Oh my goodness, the infinite stun. G-Man is hitting Morozov with the infinite stun, just slicing her armpit to pieces, I guess. Very unfortunate for Morozov there, but G-Man getting a good victory here. And that's what I mean. Sometimes Marta just seems to dominate those kinds of engagements. They both end up doubling there. And keep in mind, there is a title on the line, so this tourney does have some high stakes, despite it being last minute. Yes, in fact it does. I was fighting with my brother in this game, and I actually found there's an exploit you can do with that with Marta. I don't want to teach people how to do it, but something related to stunning, and then you go in for a grab immediately, and regardless of the situation, you land it. But you gotta time it just right. If you time it wrong, you're dead. There's a very small window. Anyway, as I was looking at the chat, G-Man getting some good wins there. Nice job with the counter stab there. G-Man was very unhappy with these characters, but he still won out. Morozov's not an easy opponent, so very well done. Like, you gotta be happy with that, G-Man. You are not happy with any of your choices there. Any of the characters you got. And there you go, you still won. Now I'm gonna fight Favkas, and then we'll be into the semifinals immediately after that. He's sweating, yeah, I mean, that's a tough fight there. He only knows one move, yeah, but that's what I mean. I think Marta just has the advantage in that mode. But you know what? That's fine. If you find a move that works in the middle of fighting, you know, where you just know it in advance, that's good. Sometimes it's best to stick to that match. To that move. Okay, your gamepad broke. I'll keep that in mind, Favkas. Okay, so I get... No, you get the left side, in fact. I'm used to getting the left side. It's usually lucky in my favor, but not this time, so... None of this is rigged. Not that it matters that much. We're both really good players, so I really don't think... Apparently I can't spell today. But anyway, apparently... Like, we're both good players, so this side should not decide anything. I wouldn't think. Anyway, Favkas gets Yazik. Wow. Very good luck in favor of Favkas there. I almost called him Yazik. Alright, what do I get? Please give me Isabella. Please give me Isabella. Please. Okay, I get Isabella. I'll take it. I'm still familiar with her, so it is... It could be a lot worse. Let me just make sure the names are in order. They are. Okay. I gotta be ultra focused for this one. Favkas has his main, and I'm using my secondary main. I don't really play Isabella all that much anymore, but I'm familiar enough that I can definitely win this if I play right. Gonna be ultra quiet for this one, most likely. Oh no. Yeah, that's it. Good job, Favkas. No clue how to use Isabella against a good Yazek anymore. That's how long it's been. Gotta work on that for sure. Because Alexander is my best main at the moment by far. Okay, so I get the left side, so I'll spin it for me first. I get Isabella again, okay. That's the thing about being random. Sometimes it doesn't look so random, but that's just because it can... Oh my... Are you fucking serious? You get Yazek again, man. Oh, man. Okay, let's go. Yeah, it's not rigged at all, though. That means... And Favkas is on keyboard, too, so I really gotta give you credit for that, man. You definitely know what you're doing on keyboard. You're pressing the wrong button, I believe. Should be like 1 to select or something. On the right side. Okay. Alright, good fight. I've got my rhythm with her now, so that worked out. I just love how it gave us the same matchup again. That's hilarious. Yeah, that means we gotta roll the dice and stuff now. Not gonna let you beat me. I mean, even when I get Alexander and you have Yazek, like, that's so hard to beat you, so... Okay. Favkas wants an even number. And Favkas does get an even number. I assume you want the left side. Let me know. Yeah, he probably was. That's definitely half the battle, and I definitely know what I'm doing with Isabella, so that very well could be. Okay, he gets left. That's what I expected. Let's see what characters we get, though. We still have to spin. Ah, this is such a fun format, man. Gotta do something like this for HEMA sometime, the HEMA mode. Okay, so Favkas gets Laszlo. Good to see that it's changed up a bit. And I get Marie. Okay, that's really interesting. I have my rhythm of Marie already, though, so it could be a lot worse. Oh, you pressed the same thing twice. Let's try that again. All good. There's slight delay, so it's really easy to press 2 times, thinking the first time it didn't work, so no problem. And again, I'm going to stay ultra focused. Oh no. Good fight, good fight. Vinner just opened Discord, could not join us today. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I was trying to beat your blade because that's usually how you deal with long guard, but it can be a bit difficult against Laszlo. He's a really slippery bastard. And I'm not really used to fighting Laszlo as Marie, so. And he's got really good linear footwork, so. GG. I don't even get the semifinals, but that's how it goes sometimes, right? Yeah, exactly. When you're using a saber, you always want to use long guard. Yeah, very good plan for sure. I gotta learn how to deal with that, honestly, as Marie. So now we got Eve against G-Man. We got some contenders for a champion title here, so it's really nice to see, actually. Might get a new champion. Okay, so what character does Eve get? Let's see. G-Man is in. Ooh, Eve gets Zera just barely. Eve has some practice with Zera, so he's probably happy he got Zera and not some other character he doesn't like. And G-Man has Denise. G-Man has a lot of practice with Denise, so he's probably really happy with that. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to spin it again. Okay, ignore that. Go ahead when you're ready. Eve on the left with Zera. G-Man on the right with Denise. Alexander, that is. Might be having some issues. Hang on. Nope. Okay. Not seeing anything. Hang on. Tourney talks. Eve's like crud. I don't blame him. He's fighting a really seasoned Alexander. Like, G-Man's actually able to challenge me in a mirror match with Alexander. That's how good he is, so. Yet that's true. He can also adapt, so. Okay, some holy stance action there by Eve. G-Man's going right in there with that jumping attack, and he follows it up, getting a kill really quickly. And G-Man going straight for the stab. Nicely done. Our training together seems to have really paid off. His offensive strategy is really working well here. Eve with a nice grapple, though. Eve's not going to let him get away with that again. Oh, G-Man going for that jumping attack again. Probably a big mistake. I think he does that a bit too much. Eve easily punishing that. 2-2. G-Man really liking that long guard as well. It works out there, though, because you can follow it up with a nice big cut. And Eve, unfortunately, was wide open to that specific attack, so. That long guard's really good for feinting as well when you're playing Alexander. Can really hide your intentions. Act like you're going to stab, and that stab comes in fast, so you got to be ready for it, but then you can switch it up and do a cut. You can also switch up the type of cut you do from there, too. G-Man with another kill. Goes for the jumping attack, thinking he can finish him off. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. I think he figured he might be able to snipe the arm with that, but Eve was ready for it. And there's a nice double. Cut to the leg by Eve. Unfortunately, that stab cut combo hit him. Well, Eve was trying to go for that aggressive play, but I think G-Man was ready. Nicely done, G-Man. Okay, ignore that. Or you can take Denise, I guess, since I rolled it again. We're not going to do that. You're going to get Zera this time. That's funny. Denise and Zera again showed up because I did that extra spin by accident. So, I mean, unless you two want that to count, I suppose. Okay, you're both apparently getting Zera. Yeah. Yeah, you're both Zera. I feel like that extra spin shouldn't count that I accidentally did before we started the first round, so that was way back. Hang on. Yeah, we're good. Sides are good. Gonna see a drunken fight with longswords. Doesn't get better than that. Favka said he was falling asleep too. I think he's getting a bit of a second wind. I gotta really give him credit. Oh, goodness. Good exchange there. Eve was going for the holy stance. Now, really good exchange of cuts. G-Man going for a stab. Eve backs away just in time. I think that would have landed if Eve was closer. G-Man going with a windmill. He pushes through Eve's defense. Eve is able to retreat, though, and gets a good cut in. Very intense, actually, starting out here. Very evenly matched. Well, Eve is going with that stab combo where Zera ducks under. Too far away. Also, G-Man was too far. Eve repeating that same combo, and it worked. Yeah, I love seeing feints as well. Ooh, Eve was going for a grapple kill, but G-Man went for a really big cut and was able to catch him right as he came in. Well, both fighters showing some aggression here. Eve with a windmill, but is forced to back away. I'm surprised Eve didn't win that exchange, actually. Now, G-Man showing the same aggression, but Eve does a big cut, staying just out of range. And is able to take the hand right off. Stab attempt by G-Man, a bit too far away, though. Eve getting tagged a little bit nonetheless, but is able to immediately reply with some attacks of his own. Stab attempt there by G-Man. Unfortunately, it was very slow, and Eve did a nice ox guard stab. I think G-Man was trying to do a quicker stab as well, but it didn't quite pan out the way he wanted it to. And Eve wins. Very nice Schwarzschild to end it off. So now we gotta roll the dice. Eve wants an even number to select the side. He probably wants the left side. 4. That means you select the side, Eve. You probably want the left side, I assume. Okay, you want the left. That's perfect. There is a bronze match, too. Keep that in mind. Even if you do lose, you still have a chance to get 3rd place. Okay, so Eve's in the left. That means Eve gets whatever pops up here. Oh my goodness, Eve's getting giddy, and he's getting lucky with these picks, really. What does G-Man get? Is G-Man gonna get Marta again? Oh my god. Oh, that sucks. He says he quits. Oh man. I wouldn't want to use Marta against Gideon either, so but this is it. This is part of the fun, right? You gotta use characters you might not want to use. I mean, Marta can do some stun shenanigans and stuff, and you have found a reliable move, so don't give up. Champion title is on the line if you win. Of course, if Eve wins, he gets another win under his belt, so that's good for him too if he wins. The stakes are pretty high. Alright, nicely done there by Eve. Doing a good job of controlling the distance, gets a cut to the arm. G-Man obviously wants to keep Eve at bay here with his longer reach, and there he manages to do it and get a kill on that exposed arm. And G-Man is trying to keep him at bay, but Eve sees an opportunity in between those attacks and easily gets a kill. That is the issue with throwing attacks out of measure. There is a moment where you're pretty vulnerable sometimes. So sometimes Eve with the shorter weapon actually wants you to do that. He wants you to attack first so that he can close in. Eve managing to close in again, gets another kill. Stab attempt. Backs away though when he doesn't like what's happening. Very nicely done by Eve. Gideon doesn't look faster physicality-wise anyway, but he definitely is, so it's a challenge. But G-Man with another kill there. Nice, gets past the long guard, gets a stab, stun lock. Okay, it's 3-3. Very even fight. G-Man hates this character, but he is still doing very well, fighting against a character that Eve is comfortable with, in fact, so. Oh goodness, a bash, a stab. And then G-Man just needs one more. He's found something that works. I'm sure Eve is definitely sweating at this point. Oh, Eve with the stab, it does not work. G-Man's actually able to counter it. Now he's using the infinite stun, a mix of cuts and thrusts. Eve cannot do anything. Oh man. And not only did G-Man win, but he just utterly dominated that last flag. GG, but Eve, you are not out of this yet. You still got that bronze match. I love that. G-Man said, I quit. Like, he was so sure he was going to lose, but he actually won. He's going to shame himself. Yeah, you do what it takes to win, man. Nicely done. Now you're obligated to add Marta as your main, Favka says. I mean, if I didn't know you didn't like Marta, I would have thought that was your main, with how well you were playing. Certainly once you got the rhythm, I think you struggled at first, but you know, anybody would if you're not familiar with the character. It's going to be Favkis against Maestro now. Favkis actually does not have a champion title, despite being champion material. So Favkis really wants to win this. There's no doubt about that. It is very late for him, but he's going to fight through it anyway. Okay, there it is. They're both in. Favkis will get the left side. Okay, what does Favkus get? He's getting... Ooh, I think... Yeah, he barely got Laszlo. That was very close. And Maestro's gonna get Barabash. Okay, so... Favkus on the left with Laszlo. Maestro on the right with Barabash. Oh yes, Favkus does need keyboard. There you go. Should be able to select now. There you go. Did you select by mistake? I couldn't tell. Feel free to select your characters anyway. I can just back out. It's not a problem. I cannot back out, so... Hang on. I'm just manually backing out. Hang on. Alright, you two should be able to move now. Okay. Got their characters selected. Saber on Saber. Maestro's probably not happy with this character, but I know he is very familiar with Barabash's moveset, so if he's skilled enough, that's still very winnable. Both players are really good, so there's no skill disadvantage here, I would say. They're both evenly matched in that regard. Both fighters maintaining distance, moving back and forth, trying to find that good opportunity. Maestro throwing a stab out there. Favkus about to punish it, can't quite do it. They both whiff, weirdly enough, but Favkus manages to get the win in that exchange. Definitely not a place I would want to be if Barabash. That's the challenge, right? Because Barabash just doesn't do the damage oftentimes. Ooh, good exchange there, but no hits for either fighter. Good stab by Favkus, getting some damage in there. No kill, but he's able to get the kill there with that cut. Sometimes you don't need to kill with the first hit. You just need to unsettle your opponent a little bit, get some damage in, maybe get a stun in, right? Good stab by Maestro, but like I was saying, there's just no kill there. Maestro getting another hit, no kill, but he gets a stab with a third hit. Yeah, Maestro liking that long guard is really helpful for ensuring he gets that hit. But I think Favkus is wising up to that strategy a little bit. Maestro trying to get a good hand snipe. Both fighters just out of range. Maestro able to back off as Favkus advances and getting a hit. Favkus, however, replies with a stab. Good exchange there. Favkus getting the better end, though. Laszlo tends to get the better end of those types of fights. Certainly in this matchup. Big cuts by Maestro, all out of range, though. Favkus just backing off. You can see what Maestro's going for. He's just got to close in a little bit, but that's challenging against Laszlo, right? Stab attempt by Maestro. He gets a snap cut from that stab, which was nicely done on his part. Stab to the throat does not kill, though. Both fighters distancing themselves a little bit. They got to watch their stamina because they're injured at this point. Both circling around, trying to find a good opportunity. They're playing this patiently. Woo, they both charge in and stab each other, resulting in a double. Maestro is going with the Thunder Punch there, interestingly enough. Maestro trying to sidestep. He does get tagged as he does so, but he manages to hit Favkis's arm. So, another double. Upward cut by Maestro. No kill, but it was really well done. Gets stabbed in the arm there. That really injured him badly. He's really tired now. Favkis doesn't capitalize immediately, though. He's waiting for a more secure opportunity, and there he finds it. I think that was the right call, actually. Sometimes you don't want to underestimate a tired opponent. You never know when they're going to recover, especially if it's just an injury like that. Both using long guard, trying to find a good opportunity to stab. However, Favkis is able to get into cutting range despite being tagged a little bit. And so Favkis takes that first round. Well done to Favkis. Let's see if his luck holds out and he gets a good Saber character. Holy crap, he gets Yazek again. Oh, wait, excuse me, Maestro Cake gets... Yeah, no, Maestro is on the left, so Maestro Cake gets Yazek. My bad. However, Favkis gets Gideon. So it's still a Saber character, so in that sense his luck did hold out. So Meister Cake left side with Yazek, and Favkis right side with Gideon. Able to move Favkis? Alright, let's back out. Gideon's definitely not his main, but nonetheless he is a good Saber character, so could be a lot worse. Hang on. He's not able to move, I don't think. New link. Okay, he needs to reconnect. Alright, no problem. I didn't see you trying to join that link, so I'll do this one. There was no notification. It disconnected. Yeah, alright, I'll wait. Don't worry. You know what? This tourney has been really smooth, all things considered, so it's really not a big deal. I mean, we started at 11 my time, so it's only been like an hour and a half. And I'll give you a keyboard in case you need it. And there you go. Maestro Yazek, Favkis Gideon. I think Favkis got in. I'm not sure. Yes, I'm positive I gave you keyboard. It's right here if you look at the stream. Definitely gave you keyboard, so I cannot back out apparently. That's alright. We're just going to back out completely and then... Alright, try that again. Alright, one moment he said. Alright. He's going to unplug his new keyboard. Okay. I feel like it's something on Parsec's end, not on your end, but I think I'll reset gamepads while I'm at it too. It won't hurt anything. It's weird, I see two of you. I guess we'll just ignore that. Oh, I think you're pressing the wrong button again. I'll select in for you, it shouldn't matter. Yeah, you should be able to move. Alright, Favka says, Gideon, Maestro Cake, we're just waiting on you to select Yazuk. Oh, Maestro can't move now, what the heck? Alright, go ahead, Favkas. Maestro's in now. Somebody's selecting first or something. Like Favkas was, or I don't know what's happening. Go ahead. Yeah, I'll just restart it then. Okay, let's try that again. Go ahead, Favkas. Yo, Yunkins. Welcome. Good to see you in the chat, Favkas. Oh no, Maestro disconnected. What the heck? They both disconnected. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I guess Maestro crashed as well. I don't know. A little bit annoying to have this happen right at the semifinals, the end of the semifinals, but it is what it is. The whole tourney overall has been smooth, so due to the top, that's Samuel. Yes, it is a new character. He's a really cool character, but he focuses very much on distancing, I would say, so if you get too close to your opponent, some of his bigger swings don't connect. But he really rewards good distance management. Really cool saber character. Yeah, I gave you keyboard, so Maestro crashed, so we're just gonna let him back in. And go ahead, Favkas. Maestro is in. Yeah, we all want Sava too. Should be out soon though. He's definitely confirmed. And he must have been and Kubo must be working on him, so yeah, I don't know either, man. I restarted everything, so I reset the game pads. Oh, what? Everybody hang on. Alright, Fovkus is going to try another keyboard. Has to be on his end, because he's the one who keeps failing to connect, so... Could easily be a parsec thing, too, though. This is really a shame for Fovkus here, because he doesn't have a champion title yet, and now he's really struggling to get in. But hopefully this works here for him. I don't know what to do at this point if this doesn't work. We could try Steam Remote, I guess. I'm willing to try that, even though I think it says parsec only. Yeah, you're having a problem with your connection, it says. Yeah, Steam Remote tends to be worse for me as well, so... I totally understand. It's not even letting Fovkus connect this time. Before it was letting him connect, now he straight up can't. Something is preventing Parsec from making the connection, it says. Oh yeah, he is very cool. He's got a really cool grapple, too. It's a disarm into a cut. Just snatches your arm and does a really cool disarm. Okay, Fovkus is back in. That's good. Oh, man. A realistic depiction of war, for it is a struggle to get into the battles. Yeah, that's true. The battles are few and far between in real life, too. It's all skirmishing and marching. Maybe some sieging, but what do you do during a siege? You wait around most of the time, right? Logistics, exactly. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, let's try Steam Remote. At this point, I don't know what else to do. Yeah, Fofkus has been having really bad luck with technology. Let's hope that changes now. Fofkus is in. You have a keyboard now. Maestro Cake is in. Okay, good. Okay, Fovkus can move. Maestro can move. Let's go. Alright. If we have to do Steam Remote play with Fovkus, that's fine. Go ahead and select. I can select for you if that's hard. Here, I'll do that for you. I apparently can't. Okay. What the heck? I can't even select. Press 1 on your numpad. There you go. Here we go. We're finally Finally got this sorted out. Favkas fighting for the champion title. Maestro fighting for another win under his belt. He's already a senior master. Definitely looking to get grandmaster at some point. Maestro Cake able to punish Favkas there. I think Favkas was attempting a cut, but he stopped it, but unfortunately he was out of range. And Maestro Cake with a good bash there into a cut. Yazuk definitely has a more reliable guard. It's definitely not nearly as bad as it... Gideon's guard is definitely not nearly as bad as it used to be, but... it can definitely be exploited still. There's some clear gaps in the defense. Good stab by Maestro Cake. Maestro just needs one more to make it 1-1. So far, dominating this fight. I think Favkas is not used to having to watch his openings this much. Oh, that was a good cut by Favkas. He can't quite follow it up. They both trade a little bit. Maestro Cake going for the trick shot twice. An interesting move. Favkas is able to punish it. Favkas is not out yet. Well, Favkas going right for it. That was good. He saw Maestro faltering in his defense a little bit and falling back, so he went straight for the downward cut. Oh, but Maestro with a quick stab. Gideon can really struggle to block those. Alright, so Favkas wants an even number here on the dice roller. Now, what the hell? Taking a little bit to load there. Alright, let's roll. 4. Favkas, what side? Yeah, Steam is laggy. That's crappy because Gideon has a clear gap in his defense and you're trying to deal with lag. Not a good situation by any means. Very good effort towards the end, though. You were trying to push the offensive when you saw. Eve says he has to go. That's kind of unfortunate. But at least Eve had a chance to fight most of this tournament and didn't end up in the finals. That would have been really bad if he ended up in the finals and had to leave. Okay, which character does Favkas get? Either Zara or Samuel. Samuel is the character he's going to get. And Maestro Cake, what's Maestro Cake going to get? Maestro Cake getting Barbash again. But at least you know the moves, so it could be a bit worse. Go ahead. Favkas on the left with Samuel, the new character. And yeah, Maestro can just click through because he has Barbash. Well, Maestro going for that long guard stab. Favkas replying with a stab of his own. I don't think they even hit each other, though. They both kind of whiffed. Another stab attempt by Maestro. Favkas attempting the sidestep. Low guard by Favkas for a moment there. Both using long guard now. Trying to measure their distance a little bit. Favkas with a nice stab to the arm there. Maestro trying to push the offensive a little bit, but he's forced to move back. Samuel's guard can be pretty nasty. Good hand snipe by Maestro, though. 1-1. Oh, stab attempt by Favkas, cut attempt. However, Maestro is able to defend both of them and gets a big cut. At the very least, Barabash can kill with some of those big cuts in one hit. So it's not as hopeless as some people think, but, you know, it is kind of crappy to be forced to use him instead of Yazuk. Good exchange there. Favkas able to move back, though, and get a good hand snipe. That is something that Samuel is pretty good at. So far, Favkas not letting Maestro get those clean stabs in. They both trade, resulting in a double. Well, Maestro pushing the offensive when he sees Favkas lowering his guard to go in the low guard. I see what Favkas was going for there, but unfortunately Maestro was able to hit him first. Good stab by Maestro, able to get another kill. Maestro just needs one more. Maestro proving that the fact that you're a skilled player is probably more important than the character. Especially if the character's moves are more or less the same. It's just... he's kind of a clone character of Yazuk. We know Maestro is really good at Yazuk, so... Good kill, though, there by Favkas. He did the thrust that turns into a cut. Favkas only needs 2 more, so it's not over by any stretch of the imagination. Maestro have a good sidestep attempt, tried to exploit the opening made by Favkas' long guard. However, Favkas is able to get a hit to the head. Both need 1 flag. Favkas is probably feeling quite confident now, but he's got to be careful. He can still win this. Both using long guard here. I think they're both trying to find a good stab. It's something both of them are a bit vulnerable to sometimes. So Maestro switching it up, going for a cut, but he can't connect it. He's too far away. It can be hard to close down on Samuel sometimes. But that is what Maestro needs to do. Both binding with each other's blades a little bit. Maestro feinting with a cut there. Neither one wants to really get in the pocket so much. Maestro with a nice stab to finish it off. And Favkas gets 3rd place because Eve had to leave. So well done to Favkas nonetheless. And we get Maestro Cake against G-Man for the finals. This is the first time, I think, that G-Man has ever been in the finals. Yes, it is the first time. So, definitely a really big day for G-Man. G-Man might become a champion. Make sure you stay in, Maestro. Gonna let G-Man in now. Well, actually, no. Let's do Parsec. We don't need to do Steam Remote Play. Apparently a closed Parsec. Let's see. I'll get you guys the link. So G-Man's like, if you could get Bara again like 2 times, that'd be great, Maestro. Yeah, it'd be very great for G-Man. Yeah, Maestro still hates Bara even after all of that, and I don't blame him. Even in Hema mode, like Maestro theorized that he might be decent in Hema mode just because you don't need as substantial of blows to get a point, but it doesn't really pan out that way. Well, I mean, I got Isabella, but I'm not really an Isabella main anymore. Like, she's not my primary main anyway, so... Anyway. Maestro Cake gets the left side. I thought Maestro got... No, he didn't, did he? Eve certainly did. And watch them both get Isabella, that'd be great. I'm kind of hoping for that, actually. I want you both to get a character you're comfortable with. Maestro Cake on the left, he gets Yazek. Gotta be happy with that. I'm sure he wants Isabella, though. I wanted to see Isabella as well, but Yazek is better than the alternative. And G-Man gets Zera. G-Man has had some really poor characters. Maestro, be gentle, please, he says. I don't think Maestro will be very gentle, but we will see. G-Man has shown an amazing ability to adapt despite using characters he absolutely despises. Might just need to back out. So definitely don't count G-Man out regardless of what character he ends up with. G-Man, you are on the right side. Are we having an issue again? Gamepad is not selecting. Let's reset the gamepads to start off. There we go. That's all we needed to do. I had to reset the gamepads. I heard your gamepad connect, so... Try selecting. Your gamepad's definitely connected, so... I don't know. But it doesn't do anything the second time. Okay. We'll exit the game then. We're not in Steam, so... Oh, you know what? I know what's happening. We did Steam just before this, right? And what often happens is that seems to mess up Parsec. If you do Parsec right after Steam Remote Play, so... I bet you that's what's going on. We've had this issue with people who usually have their controllers work and stuff, so... Hopefully restarting the game fixes that problem. Okay, you're both able to move. Perfect. I was right. G-Man was going to go for Alexander there on impulse. I don't blame him. I actually almost did that too, that one round I played. Caught myself in the middle. Nope, I can't use Alexander. Never got a chance to use him, in fact. Now, G-Man is definitely familiar with Longsword, but Zera is a very different beast from Isabella, so it'll be cool to see how he adapts. Both closing the distance. G-Man is able to get a quick cut in, though, after pursuing the bind. Maestro is tired. G-Man is tired as well, but he gets the hit. Oh, man. Yeah, thanks, Venator. I'm really enjoying it. We had some issues towards the end in the semifinals, but everything seems to be smooth now as we head into the finals. Well, stabbed by Maestro. However, he gets tagged in the forearm by the look of it. Oh, wait. G-Man survived that. G-Man survived a stab directly to the face. I thought he was dead. G-Man consistently getting characters he does not like, but he is still able to pull through. Sometimes it's luck, but definitely skill is a big part of why he's here. And Maestro getting a kill. Well, big cut by G-Man, and it ended up being perfectly timed because Maestro exposed himself with that sidestep. Took that hand clean off. But Maestro going straight for another stab, and this time it works out for him. A windmill by G-Man as he retreats. Maestro going with some quick cuts and stabs, but does not find a kill shot. Badly bloodied Zera, though. G-Man has to watch that stamina. Stabs, oh my goodness. Maestro managing to finish the job, but he's having some bad luck with these stabs to the face that he's attempting. Stab by G-Man. Unfortunately, I think he got the distance wrong. Maestro was able to parry that. If he was a bit closer, it might have landed. Just a little bit. Sometimes it's hard to say, though. It can be a bit random based on... And sometimes it's all based on positioning, right? Big cut by G-Man. Maestro backs away. Goes for two stabs in a row, but that left him wide open. Each fighter just needs one flag now. G-Man's backing away with that high guard. Maestro using long guard. He definitely really wants to land that stab. Oh, G-Man with a stab out of range, but he quickly recovers from it and does a cut downward to the hand. Zera is very good at that, actually, despite being a drunkard. So G-Man gets the first win. By the way, Venator, I was thinking we could try something like this for HEMA sometime. I don't know if it should count towards the HEMA leaderboard necessarily, but it might be a fun HEMA event we could do at some point. Maybe not as part of the official series of HEMA events, but just a fun event at some point. This whole mode was inspired by a video I posted in Fencing and Martial Arts. Take a look at that. There's like it's essentially random weapons matched together in sparring. Some really cool fights in that one. Okay. So G-Man gets Gideon. He's not going to be happy with that one. But he might win. Like, he seems to consistently win with picks that he's not happy with. Maestro gets Marta. I don't think either one's really happy with this, so that's good for them. Yeah, exactly. I think that would be a lot of fun. Will G-Man earn his title today? Maestro trying to get that stab, but G-Man is using long guard well there to keep that rapier at bay. G-Man just needs to find a way to close in. That's really going to be what it comes down to. But Marta can do some jank even up close, so you never know. Maestro throwing some stabs. He manages to connect. G-Man tried to get some cuts in, but he's forced to retreat. If he kept going with that, I think Maestro would have stabbed him again. And Maestro's doing everything he can to prevent him from getting close. However, G-Man is able to beat that blade and get a kill. An Olympic tournament with countries, that's cool. Wow, that was really brutal there. G-Man taking a stab to the arm, but he manages to get a really brutal cut. Then G-Man again, with perfect distance management, gets a quick cut in there. Maestro getting too close. I think Gideon's a pretty good counter to Marta. And here we're seeing again, G-Man is able to keep that rapier at bay with long guard and get a quick cut in. Is G-Man going to win this flawlessly? He does. He seeks the bind with long guard. And Maestro Cake isn't able to do a whole lot from that position. I suppose Maestro could have tried cutting, but that was a very dangerous situation. Yeah, he did that perfectly, I would say. Closed Marta down safely and did a cut, and that strategy kept working consistently. Congratulations to our new champion, G-Man. Everyone give him congratulations in the chat and in the Discord. He did very well. Consistently had terrible luck with the characters, but he still won. Definitely proving he's a very seasoned player at this point with that performance. So I don't have much else to say. Definitely check out Henry Wong's tournament. I know it's a little bit overshadowed by my posts, but if you scroll up here, you'll see that Henry Wong has posted a tournament for the Oceanic region. This is for Sunday, 18th December, 4 p.m. UTC plus 8. So for some of us, this will be a very difficult time to join this tournament because of the different region. For me, it's like 1 a.m., but definitely check him out. This is his first tourney, and I want to see it do well and actually count for a title. What else? Fro Fencer was supposed to do his team tourney today. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to. Some family obligations, no emergencies or anything, but he was called on to help. So keep an eye out for that. Inventor said he might try something. So there's definitely some events in the schedule to keep an eye on. And for those who are not part of the Discord, join through the Discord link in the description if you want to get involved in these events. We also do casual PvP, and it's a really fun and chill community overall. I think that's it, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.